Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Beyond the Classroom. My name is Megan, and today we are going to be making our very own invisible ink. If you received a kit, here's what you should have in it. You should have a piece of cardboard, some cardstock or paper, some Q-tips, some paper towels, turmeric, rubbing alcohol, baking soda, 3 small cups, some measuring spoons, and a regular spoon. We are actually going to be using a method that many spies have used in the past to hide their most valuable secrets. We are going to be using acids and bases to hide our message. Acids and bases are actually pretty common items that we can find anywhere in our kitchens, for example. An example of an acid in real life is lemon juice, and an example of a base is baking soda. Now, what makes acids and bases different from each other? Acids and bases are made up of tiny, tiny atoms, and these atoms are tiny particles that make up everything in the whole universe. Atoms have even smaller parts to them, and those are known as protons, electrons, and neutrons. These protons, electrons, and neutrons work together to form bonds between atoms. The acid we're going to use today is our rubbing alcohol, and the base we are going to use is our baking soda. We are going to start off with adding a tablespoon of water to one of our cups, and then we're going to add a tablespoon of baking soda too. All right, and then we are going to grab a Q-tip or spoon, and we're just going to mix that baking soda and that water together. After we're done with that, we're going to grab our Q-tip, make sure you got some on there, and then we are going to write our secret message on our cardstock. Now you just want to write it gently and carefully. You don't have to get the paper completely soaked. I might need a little more. You can add a little more. Okay, once you have your message written down, we're going to take a couple minutes to let it dry. Now, after our writing is dry, we are going to grab our paper towel and we're going to gently rub off the extra baking soda on here. Okay, so here's our message beforehand. Okay. Next, we are going to combine rubbing alcohol with our turmeric. So we're going to get 3 tablespoons of rubbing alcohol, and you're going to pour it into one of your cups. 1, 2, 3. And then you are going to get a ½ teaspoon of turmeric. I have a 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm going to have to use 2. Once we have our turmeric and our rubbing alcohol, we are going to mix it together with our other Q-tip or spoon. Once you've mixed it up just a little bit, then we are going to take our Q-tip and we're going to spread this mixture on our paper where we wrote our message. It may take a little bit because, especially if you write in big letters like I did, it will take a little bit to reveal the whole thing. But that's the special secret of spies. We don't want our messages to be easily revealed. I'm really excited to see how this turned out. Okay, let's see what I wrote. So you can see my message actually shows up pretty clearly. Now, how did my message show up, and why is it different colors? So our turmeric actually acts as a pH indicator. Now, a pH indicator is basically just a scale that shows how acidic or how basic a substance is. So when our turmeric is added to our paper, it turns our acid or our rubbing alcohol yellow, and it turns our baking soda or our base a dark red. And thus, our secrets are revealed. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you real soon.